Let's take a look at the symmetry of a parabola and then find the actual equation of a parabola given 2 points. First, if you recall, we have a parabola as a quadratic, and if A is positive, the parabola is facing up. Here's our 2 axes. And the vertex occurs here. But what you looked at in the last video was that axis of symmetry that cuts right straight down there. So the vertex, negative b over 2a, and then f of that value, right? We just substitute that value in to get the y value. So we can find the y coordinate of the vertex given the x. We take whatever number this is, substitute it back into our equation, and that'll give us the y value. We can write the equation for this vertex line, this axis of symmetry, and it's x equals negative b over 2a. It's just the x coordinate of the vertex. And so the equation of the line for the axis of symmetry, remember the axis of symmetry takes your parabola and cuts it right down the middle as if you have 2 symmetric parts, this right part and this left part. That axis of symmetry is a vertical line. Vertical lines are written as x equals some number, and for us that number is going to be the x of the vertex. Here is how we've been looking at our quadratics, ax squared plus bx plus c. Remember, a cannot be equal to 0 or you don't have a quadratic. And we have a new form. I'd like you to write this down, so pause the video and write that down, please. We're going to use that format. So we've got f of x equals a times x minus h quantity squared plus k. And the vertex, remember, is h comma k. Well, in this problem, suppose f of x is a quadratic function whose vertex is 4, negative 3. Suppose also that f of 1 equals 6. Compute f of 7. And so we're going to name h and k from that vertex 4 and negative 3. So h is 4 and k is negative 3. That gives us f of x equals a times x minus 4, quantity squared, then minus 3. So that gives us part of it. We also have this point here, f of 1 equals 6. Well, that's saying when x is 1, y is 6. Well, we can substitute that into our blue equation that we have here and put the x is 1 and y is 6, that's this, and then we can solve that for a. So let's do that. So 6 equals a times 1 minus 4, quantity squared minus 3, and 1 minus 4 is negative 3, negative 3 squared is 9, so that gives you 9a minus 3. Add 3 to both sides, divide both sides by 9, and you get a is 1. So that gives us here this a. F of x equals 1 x minus h quantity squared plus that k. But if you recall, we already know h and k. That's our vertex. So if f of x equals 1 times x minus the h, that's 4, quantity squared, and then the k is negative 3. So let's expand this x minus 4 squared. That's going to give us x squared minus 8x plus 16 because it's x minus 4 times x minus 4. That gives us f of x equals x squared minus 8x plus 16. And then that 3 comes along for the ride from here. And simplify. And you get plus 13. Now the question is asking you to find f of 7. So f of 7 is 7 squared minus 8 times 7 plus 13. When you square 7, you get 49 minus 56 plus 13, and that's going to give you 6. So our final answer then is that f of 7 equals 6. If you would like some extra practice from your textbook, go to page 297. Remember, you can do that in MyLabs Plus, and you should try these numbers. Have a great day.